Hi everybody, I'm Jack Jinseki, and joining me today is Tabalu Raya.
Yo,
Tabalu, what kind of content do you like to make?
fuck. No, I can't say that.
I'm
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 kidding.
afraid
I'm
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 afraid
kidding.
you just let off with fuck, so I can't say that. I can't say that
No,
seems a
no, no,
little
no. It's
hypocritical.
something else. It's something else. It's
I
something
know,
else.
I know, I know.
uh, Mainly gaming content. I want to get into other types of content. Like one of my main comment contents right now is I've been trying to get on the D&D scene.
Hmm.
And I really need to continue making content because I've been on and off hiatus for a while,
Hmm.
especially since life's been chaotic for me.
Yeah.
But with me not having a job, I might go ahead and just start going all in again.
Hey, sometimes you gotta dive in head first, see what life
Yeah,
has to offer. Well,
yeah.
so what made you want to be a VTuber?
Not going to lie, money, money and viewers. So I was kicked out of my parents' house in like 2020,
Yep.
and the person that was housing me at the time got me in, told me like, hey, you can make money off Twitch. So I decided to go ahead and do that off my PlayStation 4 that I got at the time.
Hmm.
And for about a year or two, or a year and a half, I did not get any viewers,
Hmm.
and I was tired of it because I was trying to do this for money. Yeah, because I didn't. I was a high school student
Yeah.
who wanted to go to college, couldn't afford it. And so I did a little bit of research onto what was big at the time, and it was VTubers.
Hmm.
So I decided to just get a PC, go into VTubing.
There you go.
Yeah, this was around the time that the last Trump stimulus check happened. So
Hmm.
I just used my stimulus check on the,
On a new
or
computer.
at least I qualified for a stimulus check. Yeah, because it was tax return season. I had a job at the time that I saw. Oh, yay! They're letting me get my stimulus check, even though I wasn't 18 when I got it. Well, when I was supposed to get it. So you know what? Fuck it. Thank you. I know this is gonna be controversial because he's president right now and he's not exactly doing good things in the office. But I am thanking him for his stimulus check. So thank you for my PC, Trump.
I'm pretty sure that over the last 4 years, there's been just so much money thrown around that only like 5% of it actually ended up where it was supposed to. Uh,
Yeah, that's what I hear. Because sometimes I like talk politics on stream and stuff.
yeah.
I hear this is just a rumor that the Doge Department of Government whatever found a lot of money that was going to a lot of things that were just useless.
Hmm.
Like, have you heard of this GamerGate thing?
Well, yes. I
Yeah,
don't know how
yeah,
it
maybe.
applies.
No, because there's something that supposedly the government has been funding. I forget what it's called, but government is funding like stuff to make like woke games and stuff. From what that's as far as I know. I need to look more into it. I'm not that educated on the subject,
Yeah.
but I hear there's a lot of stuff like that.
Hmm.
Again, I have to do more research in it.
Yeah.
So, and this caused a rumor recently where supposedly there's going to be another stimulus check for the taxpayers
Ah. Hmm.
because of all the money that they have found. So
Hmm.
I might just do upgrades with that money.
Hey,
Yeah.
there you go. Another new computer.
No, no. New model, new graphics. For like past 2 3 years, I have no past 3 years actually. I did my 30-year anniversary on January. Uh,
Congratulations.
Yeah, I have not up. The only thing I have upgraded was my model
Mm.
and a few emotes here and there, but those were gifts from friends. Yeah, the only thing I have upgraded in the past 3 years is my model.
So, speaking of your model, what was the process for creating your character?
Ah, so when I was creating my VTuber persona, I was really big into Code Vein.
Mm-hmm.
This outfit is inspired off one of the chosen outfits of Code Vein,
Mm-hmm.
and the top hat was an accessory from it.
Ah.
Let me see. Yeah, yeah, I loved that outfit. I need to look for. I need to look for my game, my copy of Code Vein on PS4. It has the outfit.
Mm.
Uh, Let me think. What else? What else? What else? Oh yeah. So because my concept is I'm bathtub demon VTuber.
Mm-hmm.
At the time, I could not take a bath
Ah.
because they only had a shower and the bathroom was being quote unquote renovated, but they never started it.
Yeah.
It was just torn apart, left like that for a while. I imagine it's still like that,
Mm-hmm.
but not everybody has money. So
Yeah.
heck, I don't. I'm living in a trailer.
Man, just talk to me in 6 months. We might be living in the same trailer.
I mean, if you want,
Oh
it,
no.
it, it, one, I
I.
wouldn't be as lonely, and two, more money for me.
Yeah, no. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
the housing prices around where I live. I'm in New Hampshire, and I don't know how much you know
Oh
about it.
shit,
Yeah, it is ridiculous.
dude. Yeah, that's even worse than where I am. I'm in Texas.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
I see that. I imagine that would have to be pretty area dependent because I've seen some stuff in Texas that's what dirt cheap. Uh,
Yeah. Yeah, for me, it's mainly in the populated areas,
yeah,
the populated cities. I'm in one of the least populated cities
yeah.
in Texas, and I don't really care who knows, because it's a city. You're not gonna
Mhm.
find me. You're not gonna find me. I don't go outside. I don't go outside. The only reason I go outside is to do shopping and to go to work, and I don't have a job. So, ha.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, but
but I live in one of the least famous populated cities,
mm,
and it's expensive as hell. $2,000 for a one-bedroom apartment.
yep, it's about 2,500 up around here for rent.
Yeah, yeah, I
But
hear it's bad in your area.
yes, and if you're interested in home ownership, uh,
Mm.
1,000 square feet. If you want any property at all, 1,000 square feet, $300,000 minimum. So it's it's a no
Shit,
good. Uh,
that is not
anyway,
good.
when
I'm just waiting because my parents are homeowners. I'm just waiting till they both die so I can own a home.
Jesus.
Yeah, unless it goes to one of my sisters, then I'm gonna fight that.
Yeah. So do you have any lore for your character?
Yeah, yeah. I have a lore name and everything.
Oh.
Yeah. So me, Thomas Rogers, not my real name.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Let me think. He was a bathing enthusiast to the point where he would go across the world just to see how they kept themselves clean.
Mm-hmm.
One day, while going to his bathtub, the previous bathtub demon, who was sick of his job, decided to drown him
Ah.
and then make him replace the current bathtub demon.
Ah.
And then there's a whole other part where I have a multiverse accessible through a bathtub.
Well, there you go. Bathtub portal.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I got a doctor, which I'm going to be using for a series that I'm making. so it might change a bit. I got a female version, a corruption version, because I wanted to make a manga or an anime off this, just for funsies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got a lot of alternates.
So, what is your favorite accomplishment of your channel so far?
The one thing that I have been trying to strive for in my 2 years of PlayStation 4 streaming, hitting affiliate. Yeah, that's the only thing that has really happened besides me getting my model.
There you go.
Yeah.
So did you? So, what's been the biggest change to your channel? Then would you say?
Well, that's harder. I have to say, my lips are dry. No, let me do this. Huh. I have to say that the biggest change was, well, it wasn't really on stream, but biggest change was that I just stopped trying to do events. Yeah, because back when I started, I was like, hey, let's do something for this. Let's do something for this. Okay, can we get some viewers to play with this? After a while of people just not coming, despite months of preparation, is just, it's disheartening. And frankly, I'm not going to waste my time. Like, this latest one that I tried to do was my birthday bash. I was really big into Guilty Gear Strive at the time. Still am. Love that game. And, I wanted to do a tournament for, like, rewards and stuff. Only 2 people applied. Yeah, I was going to do banners and stuff. Myself, too. I'm not even an artist or anything. Yeah. Like I said, I was really big into doing stuff like events, and I just wore me down.
That's unfortunate.
It happens. I'm one of the less popular VTubers. I only exist to a niche group of people, so it happens. It happens.
Yeah. So, what do you hope to accomplish through your channel?
This has been of a ego thing, actually. All of my life, I always wanted to be known for something.
Yep.
And this is one of those. This is one of those adventures that I'm trying to go for. Yeah. So far, like I said, I exist to some people. I'd like to exist through more people. Come bigger. Especially with everybody I meet getting bigger, and like I said, it's a bit of an ego thing.
I'm sure. I'm sure it's just one of those things where you meet a bunch of people, and then a few people get bigger, and those are the people that stick out to you. And so it's kind of like a cognitive.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So, who's a VTuber you'd love to talk to? And do you have anything that you'd want to ask them?
Fuck.
Just ask them fuck. I'm sorry.
No, not like that. I mean, I could try. I die and get canceled, but one VTuber I would really like to talk to was actually the VTuber that got me into VTubing. Because I was seeing all of her stuff around TikTok, Zentrea. And the one thing I want to ask is, how the fuck do you do the voice? I've seen people do the voice. Nobody will explain it to me. I've seen multiple people do the voices. I don't understand.
I'm 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 afraid I don't know what's the voice.
Okay, so you know Zentria has that sort of text to speech thing.
I've never watched that trailer.
Okay, so it's like an AI voice.
Yeah.
Yeah, text speech AI voice.
Mm-hmm.
And she does it so seamlessly that just yeah. And I've seen other people do it. But whenever I ask, "Hey, what's the program you use? What's the program you use?" They gatekeep it like a boss.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that would be what I asked Andrea. Like, what? How do you do the voice? Because I want to use something similar to it for a different thing, that little project that I cannot advertise here.
Mm. So, you're having your ideal stream. Who are you inviting?
My buds, all my buds.
There you go.
You know, we just chilling. You know, that's all how it is. Yeah, and then I'm gonna try and kill one of them because that's the joke. We always try to. Yeah, his name is John, but I call him Johan. Yeah. The bit is we blame everything on him. We always bully him and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I play D&D with him a lot, and whenever somebody gets almost killed, John, why the fuck are you doing that? Yeah. Yeah. But again, I call him Johan all the time.
Oh boy. So,
Yeah.
what advice would you give to someone who wants to be an entertainer?
Ooh. There's too many ways to go. I gotta say, like I said, I exist to a niche, a group of people. Find your niche. No, like with Zentrea, for example, she found the niche, her own thing, of being sexy dragon robot lady, and it works. It works. I fucking love it. Mainly because I'm a pervert, but you know.
Well, I have good news.
But
there's no shortage of you on the internet.
obviously, I just have more self control. Yeah, but my advice has to be: find your niche, find what you're good at, who supports you, stick around that. That is your identity. That makes you happy. Stick with it. Don't go too far. Because not this. I've heard horror stories of part-time VTubers going full-time like a job, and it sucks. Of course, I want to go full-time, so yeah, that sucks for me. But stick with who you are. Stick with what you like. Of course, you can go ahead chase trends, but trends are trends.
Yeah.
You know, don't define you.
Mm-hmm. So, what was your gateway anime, and what drew you to it?
I have too many. Because my biological father introduced me to anime, and yes, this is gonna sound horrible since it's more of American anime. Robotech.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was this old robot show, Gundam inspired. This was what introduced me to anime. And then, there's no more anime in the house until Pokemon on Cartoon Network. Then it was Digimon on Netflix. But the true one that got me into anime, there are two:
Mm-hmm.
Sword Art Online
Mm-hmm.
and The Immortal at Magic High School.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
More shows that my dad showed me
ah,
during one of the divorce trips.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, if you could go to an anime convention tomorrow, whom would you cosplay as?
Mm. Depends, really, because you say anime, which means I mean, I could, a lot of people in anime like Dark Souls. Because a long time ago, I was trying to make a cosplay of Big Hat Logan from Dark Souls, one of my favorite NPCs.
Mm-hmm.
Big Hat Logan. But for anime, like strictly anime, I would say either myself or I am going to have to say. Let me. The mummy from How to Keep a Mummy, honestly.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've never seen that one, to be honest.
Oh, it's so cute. You should. Yeah.
So, which game did you have the most fun playing on stream?
Ooh. Dirt 5. Dirt 5 immediately. It's this little old dirt racing game. You know, it was actually one of my first games that I streamed.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I played it a long time ago when it was available through PlayStation Network as one of the free games.
Mm-hmm.
I did it for my regular streaming back when I started streaming. And then, I just carried it on here and I loved it. I plan to return to it soon. Yeah, I completed it and then that was that. But now I'm going to try to 100% it with DLC.
I always wonder about like the smaller games that nobody's ever heard of, because
Yeah.
some of them occasionally make it huge, and you don't really know which ones are gonna do it. Like you have the game about a hole, digging a hole, which was
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I just watched I think it was Jacksepticeye who did. I was just
yeah.
watching that the other day.
I mean, it's just a game about who would have thought that that was gonna become a huge streaming thing.
I mean, it has a story. It has a story. But it's at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and yeah, but another thing that
Oh, sorry. Finish your thought.
yeah, yeah, another big one was mouthwashing.
Yep.
Yeah, a lot of indie games are entering the sphere now. I mean, it makes sense with stuff like the Veil Guard and Outlaws. You know, the new big games aren't cutting it anymore. I mean, of course, you have the studios that are doing amazing, like like the ones that made Wilds. I played the beta test, fucking love it. Been a big fan of Monster Hunter since Monster Hunter 3 Try,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah,
Yeah. So, which games are you looking forward to?
I know it came out the other day. I can't afford it, but Monster Hunter Wilds, Elden Ring Night Rain.
Nice.
Yeah, I've been big into the Souls likes.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I hear this is another rumor that there might be a God of War remastered for the 20th anniversary.
Mm.
Yeah, again, it's a rumor as well as the stimulus check.
Yeah.
Another one that I've been looking forward to, Ghost of Yote. I played Ghost of Tsushima a long time ago. Love it.
Yep.
The second Cyberpunk game.
Mm-hmm.
I hear there might be a new Jedi Fallen Order game.
Mm.
That's just another rumor.
Yeah.
And Borderlands 4 is another.
Mm-hmm.
I've always been big into the Borderlands series.
Yep.
Uh, and Half-Life 3.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Whenever that comes out.
Yeah. Well, it's in development. It's in development.
Oh, is that actually confirmed?
Yeah, I think it's confirmed like just a few months ago. Let me look it up. I think because if you don't know, they did a huge sale on like Half-Life stuff.
Well, yeah, but
On
that's Steam. They do a sale on Half-Life stuff like every other day.
yeah, yeah, but this one like everything. everything, and it was widely advertised. So, yeah, here we go. It says that yeah, Half-Life 3 is finalized mostly. Again, more rumors, but honestly, it makes sense. It makes sense. Yeah, it looks like it's actually in development.
Yeah. That's the thing is that why would they need to advertise?
Yeah,
Every
yeah,
everyone uses their platform already. They can do as much advertising after it comes out.
yeah. They monopolized on this fast. Because I remember back when I was a kid, you had to go to GameStop or Walmart,
Mm-hmm.
get the discs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember doing that, and then Steam came along, and people stopped doing that. They really monopolized on it.
Oh yeah, and they've been making bank. They print money over there.
Yeah, they are the reason inflation is happening, and I support it full wholeheartedly.
Okay, your friends just dropped in to play video games. What are you playing?
Fuck.
No, you can't play
That's it.
fuck.
Shut up.
Yeah.
I can. It's with the homies. Ah. Depends on which friend, cause one of them we usually play Pokemon Infinite Fusion side by side. We've
Mm-hmm.
been doing a Soul Link Nuzlocke, privately. We need to get back into that.
Mm-hmm.
Another is Warhammer 40K, obviously, because yes, love that game, even though I haven't even done much on it. Another is Warhammer through Tabletop Simulator.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have usually play with them. Another one is GTA Online,
Mm-hmm.
and Fortnite. And I
Cool.
used to avoid Fortnite like the plague, but it grew on me. Especially with their Rock Band thing. I've always loved Rock Band. I played for hours upon hours as a kid, and Fortnite bought the company and they put it on there. So I'm like, fuck it, I'll try it.
Hmm.
And it is good. It's good. Some of the music I don't like because it's just not my thing. But
Yeah. There you go. So this is the part of the interview where I like to ask the more random questions, the non sequiturs. Uh,
okay.
which do you prefer, Elvis or the Beatles?
I was raised on both. How dare you make me choose? I was raised on both. My mother was Elvis. My stepfather was the Beatles. How dare you make me choose them? But I have to say by far the Beatles.
Mm.
Don't get me wrong. I like Elvis, but the Beatles is more of a bop. Elvis is more the type of swing thing.
So where do you what part of the Beatles discography do you gravitate towards the most?
Let me think.
Do you like the earlier stuff or the later stuff?
I gotta say the earlier stuff, mainly because, like I said, I was raised on it.
Mm.
Haven't really listened to the later stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I might though.
Yeah. It
Yeah, I have time now.
it's kind of the post LSD phase.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So, you're on a boat with friends. What artist are you listening to?
I'm going to listen to screams of my drowning friend.
Ah.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Uh, Let me think, because there are a few. Mother, Weezer,
Mm-hmm.
Hosier, uh, the people that make the Hades OST. Love the Hades OST.
Mm-hmm.
Another one is Radiohead,
Mm.
Smashing Pumpkins, and Daft Punk.
Oh, I like Daft Punk.
Yeah, Yeah, and then there's a new one that's entering my scene. He's been entering the music scene.
Hmm.
BBNO Cash or
Hmm.
BB No Cash.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, I've listened to some of his stuff. It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Nice. Nice. I like Daft Punk. The thing is that I listen to mostly old music. Daft Punk is one of the few bands that I picked up on while they were actually still releasing records, or
Yeah,
albums, I should say. Uh, and then
yeah.
finally, like, Random Access Memories gets Grammy Album of the Year, and I was just like, I was blown away. It was kind of like personal vindication for me.
Yeah. Yeah, I just started going into their newer stuff.
Mm.
Yeah. They've been on the music scene like what, 30 years now?
Oh well, they've
Well,
broken up.
well they retired, yeah.
Yeah,
Like 20, 30 years.
yeah. Well, they did Homework, and then after that, long period of time, and then they come back in the early 2000s with Discovery, and
Yeah.
Discovery is one of the greatest albums ever made. Uh, yeah, it's
Chat, somebody argue with him about what's the best album of Great Time. For me, it's one of the Joan Jett albums. I forget which one it's called.
hmm,
But yeah, back when I was a kid, I had this one album of Joan Jett. That was
hmm,
one of the only things I had besides country Taylor Swift, only because my parents liked to make fun of me. All three of my parents at the time liked to make fun of me. Oh, you like Taylor Swift? You like Taylor Swift? Ooh, yes, I had a crush on Taylor Swift when I was like 10, off of her country stuff.
yeah. So, what do you have thoughts on contemporary Taylor Swift?
Uh, yes. Uh, but I refuse to make it not public, as I do not want to be burned at the stake by Swifties.
Yeah, I have a uh, personal
Vendetta.
experience to much the same effect. Uh,
Ah. So I'm the only one with a vendetta. Okay.
yeah. Um.
Well,
So,
go to sleep.
uh, what's a movie you can pick up in the middle and watch to the end?
Any Adam Sandler movie.
Mm. Do you have a
I know
favorite?
people hate him. Honestly, I see it, but my favorite actor is Adam Sandler. You know, he is my childhood. He will forever be my childhood, and frankly, he's still my most favorite actor.
It's funny you say that. As I mentioned before, I'm from Southern New Hampshire. Adam Sandler is something of a
Yeah,
local. Uh,
yeah, I know.
yeah. There's even like there's a diner. It's in New Hampshire's biggest city, Manchester. It's called the Red Arrow Diner, and he's known to whenever he goes to the state, he eats there. So
So just
he's
live
pretty
down
well known.
there, go to the diner 24/7, just meet him. Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
I mean, I am looking for a new job. I could be a waiter.
Yeah, but do you have a favorite movie of his?
It's a match between three of them.
Hmm.
Grown Ups 1 and 2, I count those as one movie.
Mm-hmm.
The Water Boy,
Mm-hmm.
and I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry.
Mm. I worked at a movie theater when Grown Ups 2 came out.
How was it?
It was a disaster. They made a mess every single time.
Oh, I was talking about the movie,
Oh, oh,
weird.
oh.
Like how many people went there and everything. Because Grown Ups 2 was one of the less popular Adam Sandler movies, often token as one of his worst.
Well, no, it probably was one of the less popular movies because at the movie theater they have theater theaters of different sizes, and it was relegated very quickly to one of the smallest.
Yeah, yeah.
But it did get some crowds at the beginning.
As a lot of movies do.
But I do remember it being one of those movies that the audience just kind of trashed the place.
Nice.
Grown Ups 2, they trashed the place. Minions 2, they trashed the place.
Okay, that's understandable.
Yeah.
Wait, that is a long fucking period of time. Damn. How long did you work at this movie theater?
No, that wouldn't have been a long period of time.
No,
That would have
because
been within
yeah,
a few years.
Minions too. That's a recent movie.
No, it's not. Hold on.
Do you mean Despicable Me too? Because
Oh,
Minions 2 came out like 2-3 years ago.
oh, then it must have just been regular Minions. Hold on.
Regular.
Yep, there it is. 2015, and hold on, Grown Ups 2.
Yeah. Grown Ups 2 was like
Two-
what, 2014?
2013. So yeah, it would have been Minions and Grown Ups 2.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I used to work at a movie theater once.
What was the worst part about? What was the worst thing to clean for you?
Okay, so it was one of those eat-in movie theaters. Yeah. Where you get to order alcohol, order food from a
Yep.
little menu during the movie. I did not have to clean.
Oh.
I was delegated server staff.
Oh. Well,
Yeah,
that's
so
convenient.
I was getting you your stuff. Yeah, but I'm a big guy.
Yeah.
I am 6'2",
Mhm.
bulky, not in a good way.
Mhm.
Bug, motherfucker. Yeah, that's right. Die. Yeah, sorry, I saw a cockroach.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Kill that shit with my hand. Got backhanded by God. I am your God. I'm kidding. But worst part was tips.
Yes.
I did not last one paycheck because they decided to take my tips. They're like, "Oh yeah, you're new here." Yeah. When I asked, they were like, "Oh yeah, it's because you're new here. We take like 30, like 3/4 of the tip that you're supposed to make on your first paycheck."
Why?
I don't fucking know.
Get,
Ask them.
give me my
Yeah,
money.
yeah. And this was the opening week. When I joined was the opening week of Wakanda Forever.
Ah.
Yeah. Another one that was in the movie theater during Wakanda Forever that did really good was Smile.
Mhm.
Yeah, so it was Smile and Wakanda Forever.
Oh, there you go.
I made so much money.
Nice.
So much money if they didn't take it. I got $1,000 in tips alone. If it was like 500 and you take like 3/4, okay, fine. It's my first tips paycheck. But no, it was 1,000.
Wow.
And it was paid $4 because they decided to do that for tip staff. So yeah, I was fucked on rent that day, that month.
Yeah.
Had to take out a loan. Yeah, fuck
Jeez.
you guys. It's a local business too,
So.
so I can't. There's not even a corporate to complain to.
Yeah. So, would you ever talk to a stranger unprompted in a public setting?
Unprompted, no. If they talk to me, yes. I've done it multiple times,
Mm.
especially on the bus.
Yeah.
Yeah. Heck, I just did that.
There you go.
Yeah, back when I was moving, my neighbors barely knew the guy.
Yeah. So.
Wanted my book. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Which do you prefer, chess or poker?
Ooh. Depends if I want to feel smart or stupid, but like the fun kind of stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, but honestly, like right now, I'm feeling blackjack, honestly. I like blackjack, but right now, for the sake of the question, I'm feeling poker.
There you go. Which do you prefer, home cooked meal or restaurant?
Ooh, really depends. Yeah, because if it's like Chinese food, you have to do a restaurant.
Mm.
Oh. Although I do know how to make some okay Chinese food. Used to work for a bunch of Chinese people back in high school. I was one of the prep cooks.
Mm.
You know, just doing prep work and dishes the entire time.
Yeah.
That was my final year of high school. That's all it was. Just, or rather, final months of high school actually, because I remember, because I told you how I was poor for the for high school, like when I was kicked out.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so the last few months of school, I found a job as a line cook
Mm-hmm.
or the prep cook
Yeah.
at a Chinese restaurant I used to work for before COVID hit. Like months before, 2 months before COVID hit.
Ooh.
I was a waiter back then.
Yeah.
And then during COVID, I went to work at Sonic. Right after Sonic, well, I ran with a job for most of without a job for most of senior year. Then at the end of senior year, I get a job at that Chinese place again as the prep cook.
Yep.
They only spoke Chinese. They were legit Chinese immigrants on visa.
Wow.
Yep, and it was pretty cool. Every single night, they made dinner themselves, so I didn't have to worry about, just food in general.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I picked up a few things.
There you go. I mean, that's
Yeah,
the way to do it.
so it is, yeah. So again, it depends on what type of food. I do prefer home cooking, but if it's Chinese, I always return to that same place.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. They fired me because I was in school.
Yeah.
I could not stay all day like they wanted me to.
Yes.
They fired me the day I graduated because I could not stay all day. The day I was going to tell them that I could do it all day from now on, they fired me.
Oof.
Like 30 minutes before my shift, 30 minutes before I was gonna head over there.
Ooh.
So I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. Fine. I will relax for my first year until I find a new job. And then I did find a new job. And I should not have left. I should not have left that job.
Yeah.
I loved it. But I left to make room for college.
Yeah.
Because at least once I wanted a degree. Yeah, it was at the library. Fucking loved it.
Yeah.
Took me 6 months to get that job
Wow.
because of a round of interviews and the
library?
checks. Yeah, because it was the city government, or rather, county government. Yeah, it took like 5-6 months. I know one of the branch managers too, personally.
Jeez.
It, I mean that definitely helped me get a job, especially since I knew one of the branch managers. But it took like 5 to 6 months
Yeah.
just to get that job.
So, piggybacking off of the Chinese food, what's
Mm-hmm.
your favorite thing you ever cooked yourself?
Ooh, that's hard. Because for me, I always like experimenting with stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But one of my favorite ones that I've made, it was actually a recent creation. I made lamb Alfredo.
Huh.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, because back at the Chinese place, we had this flat noodle
Yep.
that resembles fettuccine, but like the consistency and texture of a lo mein noodle.
Yep.
And we usually serve that up with like lamb.
Hmm.
We called it the lamb mixed noodle.
I didn't even know that Chinese had lamb dishes.
Yeah, they have a few, not a lot, but a few.
Hmm.
It's mainly in the American Chinese food, from what I see, because there's not really a lot of lamb that I know about in
Yeah.
China, but they know how to make it.
Yeah. There you
Yeah.
go.
So I took some of the stuff from that and decided to make it into like a Alfredo. And honestly, it works. It really works.
There you go.
Yeah.
And since you like experimenting, this one should be easy. What's the worst thing you ever cooked yourself?
Ooh. Hmm. There was one time where I was really big on trying to figure out what worked with turmeric
Mm-hmm.
until I figured out that I hated turmeric.
Mm.
Uh,
Hold
it
on.
was one of.
This has been a subject of hot debate in my house. What does turmeric taste like?
Ooh, really depends, cause really depends.
Because I don't know what it. I'm only ever
You
used to
don't
it
know
for.
what turmeric tastes
Well,
like?
no, I've had it. The thing is that it just colors everything yellow. I don't know what it tastes like. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. No, I know. Yeah, and that's mainly what it's for. It's mainly to provide color, but it's uh it's earthy and bitter. And usually I like earthy and bitter, but this thing is so bitter that it's like you're eating something musky.
Mm,
It's very it's very earthy.
mm,
Yeah, cuz I would use large quantities of turmeric, which you're not supposed to do.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, as I wanted to experiment with it, and I was in my man dinner phase.
Yep.
Yeah, where I would just down like a pound or two of ground beef, and that was dinner.
Yeah.
So I did a pound of turmeric, garlic, and ginger ground beef.
Ooh.
Yeah, that was. And then I think I added mustard into it at some point.
I feel like that's one of those things where you're like the first bite you're like, oh, this isn't that bad, and then 3 bites later you're like, I've made a massive mistake.
Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't even the mustard sauce, it was the mustard spice.
Mm,
Yeah, if it was the sauce, I mean, I think it would have been better,
mm.
especially if I could have gone for a Dijon mustard. But like the spice, yeah, no, that was my biggest mistake, using turmeric and mustard in that quantity.
So, what's the worst? Sorry. Sorry. Just ask that question. I'm an idiot. What would your ideal vacation look like?
Ooh, beach, anywhere with a beach.
Uh,
I love beaches. I was born in Southern California,
mm-hmm.
and back when I was like little.
Yep.
First I almost drowned in Lake Arrowhead.
Wow.
Yeah, I was stupid. Leave me alone. Then, we moved over near my grandparents,
Mm-hmm.
which was about a while away from a beach because they lived over in Orange County,
Mm-hmm.
over like Riverside and all that area. So every now and then we'd go to a beach, and then I moved to Texas.
Mm.
No beaches, because I live in the far side of Texas near Mexico,
Wow.
like right near Mexico.
Wow.
Yeah, and no beaches. So I would really love to go to a beach again
Mm.
as a vacation. In fact, back when I still had my job, I lost my job a few days ago. Uh, my PTO was supposed to hit on April 8th.
Mm-hmm.
And I was thinking for the summer, go to a beach.
Wow.
No? Yeah, I was going to take a week off. Or rather, like a week or two off. I was going to go to Etchy Expo.
Mm-hmm.
Then I would travel over to the coast, over to the Gulf of Mexico, and spend a few days there at the beach.
Mm. So what do you do at the beach? Do you just lay in the sand or?
Go in sand, stand in the water.
Mm. Cool.
Yeah, just enjoy the view.
Nice. So, you find $20 in the street. What do you buy with it?
Ooh. Alcohol, cigarettes, and this is all separate applications, not at the same time. Alcohol, cigarettes, candy, a meal for myself, or maybe a video game.
Mm.
I mean, it's $20. Yeah.
Yeah.
And of course, I would save it, but that would immediately go to like my YouTube premium because I try to avoid ads, especially when I'm doing the Let's React content because the ads are too personalized. Yeah, because I went to a trade school
Yep.
locally for my degree, and yeah, it keeps giving me that advertisement. I'm like, no, I don't want people to know where I am. So I got YouTube Premium for when I want to do React content. Because, yeah, I don't care if people know, but my dad works at that school.
Oh.
So yeah, if they learn, it also threatens my family's identity. I don't care that much about my identity, but it threatens my family's identity.
Gotcha.
And meanwhile, I hate my parents. I still love them, you know.
I mean, you could just use a browser with ad blocker.
Yeah, but honestly, I prefer having my computer space for other stuff,
I
like
gotcha.
games, uh, adult stuff.
Mm-hmm. So,
Yeah,
uh, if you could wake up with one talent tomorrow, what would it be?
bass guitar or drums.
Hmm. What
Yeah,
would you play?
either one.
No, no. I mean,
Uh,
what sort of music would you play?
Oh, rock, metal, bit of punk.
Hmm.
Yeah, just all the stuff that I listen to. You know. Yeah.
So, what what's a game show that you think you'd do well
Ah, Family Feud. Honestly,
in?
I'm always coming up with stuff, so it'd be easy to read the crowd a bit.
Yeah. So you gonna win that Ford Fusion?
I can't even drive it, but yeah,
Oh.
yeah. If I win it, I'd immediately sell it and then use the money to I don't know, get something cheaper or learn to. I'll sell a car so that I can learn to drive.
I mean, honestly, if
That's ironic.
honestly, you'd probably be better off just keeping the car. I don't know if you've seen the used car market recently, but it's a disaster.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, I know. Yeah, but if I sold a car just to learn how to drive a car, that would be ironic and moronic.
hmm. So, if you could talk to a historical figure, who would it be?
Ooh. Hmm. Honestly, I would talk to. I would talk to Homer actually,
Hmm.
if I could. Especially with the rise of Epic the musical. I don't know if you've heard about it or heard it. It.
I've heard of it. I've heard one song from it, but
Yeah. Yeah. It's got a huge fan base. I'm part of it.
nice.
It it's a good retelling of the Odyssey, but I want to get the most accurate retelling of the Odyssey. from him himself, because there are some translations that says he Odysseus cheats. There's some that doesn't. There's a lot of details that, frankly, make the Odyssey, something so translated or widely translated in community. There is a lot, because I know that I don't know if it is actually commonplace in the Odyssey, because I've only read one or two versions, and one of them ended with Odysseus traveling around Greece with an oar to get forgiveness from Poseidon.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I don't know if that's like commonplace with other editions, but in the ones I've read, yeah.
Hmm. Uh, what's the last movie you saw in a theater?
Yeah, I remember this. It was the first and last time. Well, this last time. It was the first and last time that I entered a movie theater. Oh, wait, no, no. I'm thinking of something else. Deadpool and Wolverine with my dad.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah. I was supposed to do it with my friends, but they canceled, and
Yeah.
I wanted to hang out with my dad, especially so we're seeing more eye to eye now,
Mm-hmm.
and I missed hanging out with him because he used to take me to baseball games and everything.
Yeah.
So I thought I'd hang out with him while I still have a chance to.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah. Especially with my parents. So there are 6 people in my family.
Mm-hmm.
4 of them have chronic life-threatening issues.
Yeah.
But my stepfather, the one I'm talking about, is the one that's least threatened because it's so well manageable.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to spend as much time with my family as I can before one of them eventually croaks, because one of them, yeah, we're really worried about her.
Yeah.
She's actually a medical miracle. She was not supposed to last even a week.
Wow.
Yeah, we she got flown out to San Antonio because nobody in my town could solve what happened with her at birth. Man, now she's 12, 13 years old.
Hmm.
And yeah, try and spend as much time as, because we expect that she's going to go soon, because we estimate that her heart is not going to last as long as adulthood.
Hmm.
So I'm trying to spend as much time as I can.
Absolutely. So, do you collect anything?
Yes, I collect the old stamps. I have a few from back when Princess Diana died.
Mm-hmm.
I also have some of the old Disney, back when Mickey Mouse looked a bit more like Mortimer Mouse than what he looks like now.
Yep.
Yeah, I have some of those. I also collect old games, like stuff from my childhood and everything. Like I have a bunch of I have PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3. I even have this one defunct console from Nintendo called the Virtual Boy.
Oh, did
Yeah, it was, huh?
they didn't
Go ahead.
make a movie about that, did they?
No,
No.
no,
Okay, just checking.
no. The Virtual Boy was sort of the first look into VR. One of the first looks into VR. You had a giant headset that this one I have you could put on a stand. You put your head into the headset and it has a controller connected. It was made to basically be what VR is today, except with Nintendo games.
Hmm.
But it was so unpopular that there's only around 22 games for it, I believe.
Wow.
And I have the console and two of the games. I am currently looking to collect the other 20.
Wow. I mean, are the two games good at least?
Eh. I mean, for the Virtual Boy, everything is in red.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's like black and white, except it's red and black. So
Huh.
everything is it's a black screen with red lines everywhere. Kind of hard on the eyes, but let's
Well,
see.
there's your problem.
Yeah, yeah, because I got Mario Tennis, and I think it's called Red Alert.
Hmm.
Not the Command and Conquer game, but it was this ship flying game that controlled really weird, kind of like a third person back view 3D Galaga.
Hmm.
I can properly attribute it to if you ever played the old Lego Star Wars games, like the missions where you would be in the Death Star with the Millennium Falcon just flying around the tube.
Mm-hmm.
They're not bad,
Yeah.
but I feel like if it were more colorful, it would have done better.
Yeah. Red. I mean, they probably should have picked a better color than red. Uh,
Yeah, but then it was also this thing was huge.
yes.
Yeah, this thing was huge.
Would have had to be
Yeah, so I, I think maybe red was to keep the system like
smaller.
yeah,
Yeah.
in all the processors, so it also wouldn't overheat.
Hmm. And I have one more question for you. The final question. What smell reminds you of home?
Something sweet, really.
Hmm.
Yeah, because back when I was a kid, she still does this, but not as much. Do you know what a Sensi is?
No.
All right. So Sensi is a brand of like scented stuff, like candles, little things you can burn, and stuffed animals I've seen.
Mm-hmm.
My mother would always get like these little wax melters from Sensi, and she always chose the sweet stuff like baked cookies or vanilla bean, all that stuff. So
Yeah.
something sweet like that always reminds me of the home.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
so that's all I have for today. But thank you very much for coming by and doing this interview. I do appreciate it.
Yeah. Well, thanks for having me, Jackie.
And if you're in the audience right now and you want to see more of Tabalu Raya, uh, I will be linking links to his socials in the description to this video, as well as in the side chat, because the description doesn't let you have hyperlinks, at least not me, for some reason.
Really?
Yeah, they have this ridiculous like they say it's 2 months, and then you build 2 months of history, and then they can let you post anything
Oh,
you want, and it's been like 6 months and they haven't done anything, so I'm a little bit ticked.
yeah. Well, how many videos do you have out right now? Because that might attribute to it as well.
I probably have like 20 or 30, somewhere in that range.
Okay. Yeah, it's definitely not what I'm thinking then.
Oh, why is it like if you spam videos all the time?
No, no, no. It's because a while ago I was suffering the same problem. I just needed to upload more videos because I only had like 1 or 2 videos on my channel at the time.
Gotcha. Yeah, that'll
But
do
yeah,
it.
no, if that's not it, because you got 20,
Yeah.
that shouldn't be it. I think it's just a YouTube problem.
Ugh,
I mean, Twitch is already going against VTubers. Why YouTubers? Why is YouTube going against VTubers?
I don't
Fuck.
I don't know. I don't know anything. I'm a fool.
What's 2 plus 2?
Yeah, but I don't know why they do it. But anyway, I will be posting links in the side chat because the side chat does allow full hyperlinks. And I was your host, Jack Jinseki, and joining me today was Tabalu Raya. Goodbye, everybody.
And remember, you cannot have fuck as an answer.
Exactly.